Section number 8, Net Metering. Lecture number 2, Feed-in Tariff and Grid Parity, Part 1. Learning objective of lecture number 2. Learner should able to understand concept of grid tariff. Learner should able to understand the parameters on which the electricity bill is generated. Learner should able to understand the concept of feed-in tariff. One by one we will see what do you mean by grid tariff. Basically we are consuming an electricity from a grid, and grid is giving us an electricity bill per unit wise consumption of an electricity. So that unit wise consumption of an electricity on which per unit wise grid is giving us an energy bill, that per unit wise kilowatt hour utilization has been charged by a rupees. It varies according to the tariff to tariff or the company to company, distribution companies. So we will see that first point, grid tariff is a charge of network use and is payable by all electricity customers. Every customers enter into a contract for network use with the transmission or distribution system operator depending on the connection point. Second point, grid tariff is calculated on the basis of actual quantities of electric energy and power depending on the tariff model and in accordance with the tariff system for electricity transmission and tariff system for electricity distribution. Basically we have a load requirement, that is the appliances what we are using, machineries what we are using that are consuming the electricity. So we take up the electricity from a grid through a generating station. The electricity is generated and that is transported to the grid with a high voltage or the high tension lines. By using the substations providing that electric load to each home or to each company, that the electricity requirement is there. That is nothing but the grid, and the electric charge is nothing but the grid tariff. Components of electricity bill. Now whatever the electricity bill that grid is giving to us, that depends upon the number of parameters. First is the electricity metering. How much amount of unit we are consuming, these are the electricity metering. This is the first point. Second is the demand. Demand means on which side, for example in the morning time 8 to 10 am, 10 to 12 am, then 1 pm to 3 pm, 3 pm to 5 pm, likewise after 2 hours of slot, 3 hours of slot, the grid is checking the peak maximum demand. According to the demand wise, the grid or the distribution companies charging their electricity bill. Third point is the energy consumption. How much amount of energy the customer is consuming, that has to be noted. Next point is the load factor, demand energy relationship. On which load factor the distribution companies providing the electricity, that point is also considered while taking out an electricity bill. And last point is the power factor. The power factor is very much important, according to which an electricity bill is generated. These are the very important 5 points which is based to generate an electricity bill from the discom companies or the distribution companies. Feed-in tariff. Feed-in tariff is a very reliable and a very basic concept in the solar system. Now whatever amount of electricity is generated from the solar system, that whole amount of energy is given to the grid. That is nothing but the feed-in tariff. For example, a rooftop owner is implanting a solar system in their home, and whatever amount of electricity generated, that whole amount is given to the grid. In short, that rooftop owner is selling the electricity to the grid and is not utilizing that electricity for him itself. One by one we will see the point to clarify the concept. Feed-in tariff are fixed electricity prices that are paid to renewable energy producers for each unit of energy produced and injected into electricity grid. For example, the wind type of power system, wind turbine power system, solar system, geothermal system, these are the renewable energy sectors. So from this kind of renewable energy, whatever amount of electricity generated, basically this energy generated to sale point of view to the electricity grid, and the electricity grid or the private discom companies are paying for that particular unit which are given to them. Second point, the payment of the feed-in tariff is guaranteed for a certain period of time that is often related to economic lifetime of a respective renewable energy project, usually between 15 to 25 years. Now whatever there is a contract signed between the rooftop owner and a discom companies, basically discom companies are the electricity distribution companies. So there is a contract signed between the customer or the rooftop owner who is selling electricity to the grid and the grid, that 25 years of lifetime of solar project, whatever amount of electricity in units has been generated has totally sold to the electricity grid, and grid will going to pay of that particular amount of energy to the rooftop owner. Third point, another possibility is to calculate a fixed maximum amount of full load hours of renewable energy electricity production for which the feed-in tariff will be paid. Feed-in tariff are usually paid by electricity grid system or market operators, often in the context of power purchasing agreement. Basically, when a rooftop owner is selling their electricity to the discom companies or the energy distribution company, or in short the utility grid, there is a power purchase agreement between the both parties, that whatever amount of power for 25 years has been generating, that has to be purchased by an utility grid in the particular amount, and that amount per unit wise is varies year to year. Next point, currently in most renewable energy support scheme, the level of feed-in tariff is determined on the basis of calculation of levelized cost of electricity produced from renewable energy. This allows the renewable energy investor to recover the different cost, capital, operation maintenance, fuel, financing, while realizing a return on his investment that depends on assumed financing cost. Basically, any investor who are investing their money in the solar system, so he has a point that he is investing particular amount in the solar system, and after selling that energy he has to get in return some return on investment, so he can be get benefited. That is nothing but the OPEX model or the CAPEX model, we can say. In some cases, feed-in tariff have been calculated on the basis of avoided cost for the electricity system or the society, including example environmental externalities. Thirdly, it is also possible to determine feed-in tariff level by means of tendering mechanism. Now, how the solar feed-in tariff work? This is the basic flow. First is you get paid for every unit of electricity the system generates, even if you use the energy up. Second point, you get paid extra money for every excess unit you export to the grid. Third point, at night you import electricity as normal, which currently cost about 13p per kilowatt hour. Fourth point, you have lower bills and a guaranteed income for at least 20 years.